So now we're going to look at sample numbers 30, 31 and 32. These are the last three samples in your tray, and let's look at how we can distinguish between these three samples. Sample number 30 is non-metallic. So all three of them, 30, 31 and 32, have a non-metallic luster. All three have cleavage. These are not perfect samples, but if you look carefully, you can see the cleavage surfaces. So basically, you have to look for the broken surface and see if it has a sort of even way of breaking, and a plane that repeats itself. So this looks like a cleavage surface here, these two, and you can see the angle here. So sample number 30 is non-metallic, hard. It will not be scratched by the metal nail. So when you use the metal nail to scratch, you have to always check to see if it makes a mark. So it does not make a mark, so it is definitely hard. Sample number 31 also has similar properties. They look very similar actually. Both are dark colored, dark green to black in color. Both have cleavage, and both have a non-metallic dark color, non-metallic luster. And the only difference between the two is the angle of cleavage. So sample number 30 has a cleavage angle which is this is sample number 30. So sample number 30 has a cleavage angle which is sort of 110/24 to 56. So if you look at, so it's kind of like that. So this would be the 56 angle, and that will be the 124 angle. So that is the kind of shape it has, the cleavage angle. It's hard to see in this sample, but see here, I can see number 31 has a 93 to 87 angle. So one will be 93, the other will be 87. Again, it's not a very good sample, so I can't show you. However, the difference between these two samples is just the angle of cleavage. Other than that, they have the same properties, similar properties. That means that they are hard, non-metallic, and have cleavage. And don't react with acid. Let's test if they have a streak. No streak as such. Let's see if it has a white streak. Kind of a light scratch it makes. And the last sample is sample number 32. This has a blue color, bluish grayish color, and it always forms blades. So blades like that, different blades and different angles. It has cleavage. So those are the properties. Let's see. Light colored. I'm looking at the flow chart here. So it is, if you look at the mineral, the first step is the hardness. It's hard. Let's see. It's not scratched by a metallic nail, so it's definitely hard. It has good cleavage. So it could be either plagioclase feldspar, potassium feldspar, sillimanite, or kyanite. So it's one of these four minerals. And let's look at these two, sample number 30 and 31. If you look at the flow chart, it is hard. Both of these are hard. Both have good cleavage, and they are dark to medium colored non-metallic minerals. So we look in that flow chart. So it could be plagioclase feldspar, potassium feldspar, actinolite, hornblende, or augite. So you have to look at the angles of the cleavage, and I'll give you a hint. Number 30 has cleavages of about 124 degrees and 56 degrees. And number 31 has cleavage angles of 93 and 87. So you can use that piece of information to determine the name of the samples. So that is our 32 different samples. So you will now write down the properties for each of these samples in the chart that you have for for exercise 3.5, and there are 4 pages of charts. You need about 6 pages, so you have to extend the columns and rows so that you can fill out 32 samples, sample descriptions.